Hello, English lovers. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we are going to talk about something really important for our overall well being and happiness. What is that? We are going to talk about nurturing meaningful relationships with family, friends, and colleagues. When we invest time and effort into our relationships, we can build strong, supportive networks that enrich our lives. So, before we dive into the other aspects of this topic, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Also, turn on your notification bell in order not to miss out on subsequent lessons. Let's dive in. So, why are meaningful relationships important? Well, when we have strong relationships, we feel supported and less alone. We have people to share our joys and serious issues like our sorrows and our sad moments. We can build trust and intimacy. Again, we can learn from each other and grow. So, here are some tips for nurturing relationships with our families. The first one is for us to be able to schedule quality time. Regularly schedule time with family members, whether it's a weekly dinner or a monthly outing. When we create time for our families, no matter how small or how little we think the time is, it is very important because it helps us to build our relationship and make the bond to be stronger. The second thing we can do to nurture our relationship with our families is for us to practice active listening. Remember, we've been talking about relationships in the past lessons, and this aspect of listening keeps coming up. This is to say that it is very important for us to give a listening ear to one another, whether we are talking about family relationships, relationships at work, or our emotional relationships. Listening is a very important aspect. So, when we try, when we listen, we should equally try to understand one another's perspective because listening is one thing and understanding what the person is saying or the person's point of view is equally as important. Now, the third one is for us to show appreciation. We should express gratitude for family members, whether it's through small gifts or through thoughtful gestures. Like you can actually just say thank you verbally, or you can get a gift. This would go a long way to strengthen relationships in the family. Now, let us also look at some tips of nurturing relationships with friends. The first one is to stay in touch. Regularly reach out to friends through phone calls, text, or social media. We are in an era where we have no excuse to stay away from communicating with a particular person for maybe the reasons of distance because technology has made it in such a way that no matter the distance, we can always communicate through phone calls, through text messages, or what have you. We have platforms that enable us to communicate with our loved ones. So it is good for us to reach out to our friends and keep that communication alive. The second way is for us to make time for shared activities. We can engage in activities and hobbies that we admire as friends. If maybe we like outing or going clubbing, you can take your friends out. If some of us love going to church, maybe we there's a crusade somewhere and we can decide to go. That's fine. We can equally decide to take ourselves out like friends, go to a good restaurant, have a good time, and that keeps the bond stronger. Also, we should try to be supportive. Offer emotional support and encouragement to friends during difficult moments. This is very important because when you are going through trying times, those who stand by you are hardly ever forgotten. So, it is advisable to be one another's keeper in terms or in times of need. Okay, we have other tips for nurturing relationships with colleagues. Remember, at the start, we said we are going to talk about nurturing relationships with family, friends, and colleagues. So, we are taking the third one, which is nurturing family, good relationships with our colleagues. So, what is the first step? Be approachable and friendly. We should be approachable and friendly. We should create a positive and welcoming work environment because there are some colleagues who have this stiff attitude that they can barely accommodate others. But if we are open, if we are approachable, this will create a good relationship amongst all the other colleagues. The second one is for us to offer help and support. Be willing to lend a hand or offer guidance to colleagues, especially when you are an older colleague and a younger one needs help, or even if you are of the same, you have the same level of experience or years of working. It is always good to be of assistance when a colleague is in need. This would create a wonderful bond between you and that colleague. Yes, some people would say that my workplace, I do not mix work with leisure. But remember, all play and no all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So we cannot be serious at every time at the work site at our job sites. So at least let us try to be supportive. Let us lend a hand when a colleague is in need. The third aspect is for us to celebrate successes. Let us acknowledge and celebrate colleagues' achievements and milestones. This is equally very important because when you are with your colleagues and they have some achievements, maybe promotions, and you cannot celebrate with them, it shows that you are someone who you might come off as being jealous. But if you celebrate together with them, who knows? Luck might smile on you too. Okay, so here are some common challenges we face in our relationships, along with some potential solutions. Busy schedules is one of the problems we face in our relationships, be it with family, friends, or colleagues. So, what is the solution? When we have busy schedules, let us schedule regular check ins or activities to stay connected. It is true we are all hustling to make things work out for us, but if we are very busy, we can just maybe leave a text message to show that friend, that colleague, that family member that out of sight is not out of mind. Another is conflicts and disagreements. Now, let us practice active listening and try to understand each other's perspective or points of view. Yes, agreements or disagreements would always come up, but the important thing is for us to know how to sort out issues that arise. Let us be able to sort them out and move forward. Now, another thing or another common challenge is the distance and physical separation. Use this is very common, but the solution to is right at our palms. Now, what is the solution? Use technology to stay in touch and make an effort to visit or meet up regularly. Now, in situations where we are in two separate countries, or you are in two separate countries, technology has made it very simple. We can just use our phones, do video calls, and chat once in a while. Okay, so nurturing meaningful relationships with family, friends, and colleagues takes time and effort, but it is worth it. Yeah, you all can bear with me that no one is an island, so it is good for us to be able to nurture the relationships that we have. By prioritizing our relationships and investing in them, we can build strong, supportive networks that enrich our lives. So, that is it for our lesson on nurturing meaningful relationships with family, friends, and colleagues. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Mhm. So, take some time to reflect on your relationships and think about ways you can nurture and strengthen them. Take care, and we'll see in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Ciao.